Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us and welcome to another edition of What's Happening Wednesday. This is a weekly roundup show that I like to do on this channel, which gives me the perfect opportunity to do exactly that. Keep you guys updated with things that I found going on in the world of Transformers. I'll let you know what's happening with this YouTube channel and of course my Instagram, which is toys_rus. This again is going to be part 1 of 2 because even though we've had, as I say, the PulseCon and had so much information on that over the weekend, there's still so much more I've got to share with you. And talking of PulseCon, we're going to kick off with the core class Dynabots. Now I know these are separating the fandom massively, but I suppose we've just got to appreciate them for, I suppose, exactly what they are. You know, they are aiming them obviously at a much smaller budget, and they've got this brilliant gimmick that they are going to combine. So we've got here, this is from Evan Brooks himself, his own Instagram. That is how they line up size-wise compared to with Optimus Prime. And then as they said on PulseCon, the cool thing is you can do exactly that. Because they've got 5mm ports, you can combine them with fossilizers, weaponizers, anything. So this is just obviously something he's had a bit of fun with. It doesn't look too bad, to be honest, but you can see, I suppose, how easy it's going to be to create some incredible things with these figures. There he is, of course, with Sound Blaster. He's managed to grip hold of him. I know, obviously, it's Sludge's legs, I think, that's annoying people the most in the robot mode. They don't look great, but the best thing about this is, as we know, that it is going to combine to form Volcanicus. You can see, obviously, in their alternate modes, they are actually really quite big, especially compared to Optimus Prime in his cab. But the really interesting thing about this is taken, again, off TFW 2005, but it's taken off his Instagram. And the best thing about this is, as we're sort of always predicting, he's pretty much saying already, let me just find the exact bit. He's saying, well, let me zoom in for you. Pretty much, you know, we're all asking or wanting Dino King or Monstructor. He says, when Shu-san and I started to work on this, we were also having conversations with Hasu-san on how best to implement it. We talked about one of the bots being deluxe class as the main body, while all the limbs are core. Perhaps this is something they'll look at doing in the future for other combiners, but at this scale, we hope we're going to enjoy these bots. Ultimately, we went with the 6 core class bots, and perhaps, to quote unquote, we'll get some sort of future purposes of these molds. And that's pretty much the line right there. So I think they're obviously definitely dropping hints that we're going to see some form of Monstructor or Dino King, because again, they've got the, I suppose, the main thing. They've got the core. It's not a pun, but they've got the core to do it all. They've got the core molds, the core figures, and they've got the blueprint. That's the best way for it. The core blueprint on how to do a 6-figure combiner, which is exactly what they both are. Right, moving on again to some brilliant information from the developers and designers. This is Mark Clonus, and he's again taken to Instagram to give his thoughts on Tarn, which looks fantastic. Again, we've got some really detailed shots of this, much better again than what we saw on the actual event. We can see it looks like he's got some light pipe in there in his eyes. And do you know what? These blast effects are really starting to grow on me. Or maybe he just does much better pictures than I'm any good at doing. I just think with all these, it makes it look so much better. Whether or not they fit on the shelf and look like that, but they look fantastic. So he's put loads of thoughts into this. There's a big write-up and spiel from what he put in. He loves the fact that he's got that cannon, of course, that you can combine and you can mix them all together. He's looking a hefty size bot. There he is, next to, of course, the other Legacy Voyager class figure, Jaxus. And, you know, again, looking great. Really excited for these. And there's a great picture of him, of course, kneeling to Megatron, offering his twin cannon that he's combined. So these new figures, everybody's sort of getting excited for them already. And I suppose, yeah, a lot of this is a bit of a catch-up with what is going on or what happened at Hasbro PulseCon. So this is the Magic at the Gathering, the card game that we found out literally before the event. But there's so much going on about that. Again, if you head to any of the socials, TFW 2005 or T-Formers, there's information there on all the packs. And then we've got loads of the cards. What I love about it is the fact you've got robot and alternate modes. For both of these, you've got, I suppose, the values and what they're worth inside the game. I hold my hand up, as I say, I know nothing about the game and I know nothing about role-playing games like that, but I'm thinking of collecting these just for the cards. Look how up to date they are with figures as well. They've even got, obviously, the Shattered Glass Flame War there, I suppose, just as the normal character, which is, I mean, that's, yeah, as she is. So they're not just going with all the old figures, they're going with some of the new ones as well. You've got Slicer there. I think it looks great. I mean, I wish I knew how to play it. I wish I knew more about it. But I know that there's loads of people who are interested in it, and that's, of course, why I'm sharing this news with you all. I look at the detail and the artwork on them. They look fantastic. There's so many of them, and there's going to be loads more packs coming out soon, and booster packs, etc, etc. This is just a handful. I only took a few screenshots of, I say, just a few of them. There's so many of them, it's crazy. And I'm sure people who like them type of games are going to be really excited about it as well. Right, moving on. This is again Rise of the Beast. This is really starting to bubble under the surface now, especially with, funnily enough, with Hasbro doing an event at the moment. They're doing an investor event. And what we've got here, they have found another new toy gimmick, or an Optimus Prime version. So this is another new listing for an upcoming Transformers Rise of the Beast gimmick toy has been discovered. Battle Changer Optimus Prime. So the rest of the line for Battle Changers, we've got Optimus Prime, Rhinox, Bumblebee, an unknown figure, Mirage and Scourge. Maybe it could be Wheeljack, that's the only figure perhaps we're missing, but this is literally, there's that many figures coming out. Already they found the listings, but their gimmick is going to be Battle Changers. Unfortunately, no images of the product yet. I suppose it's just, we're going to get loads of these between now and next year, all these products, until we know exactly what they are. Right, in-hand images of Dark of the Moon Laserbeak, which was, of course, a core class figure and just a redeco of the Bumblebee mould. I really like this, and I think for a core class figure, I think it looks great. I think underneath they managed to tuck everything away quite neatly. Again, you got to, as I say, it is a core class figure, so you've got to respect the fact that they managed to tuck. I really like the look of it, and I'm definitely, I think, going to get this purely because it's just so out there. You can see how he displays a bit of an odd choice of display there with, of course, the Bumblebee movie figures. Perhaps would have looked a little bit better with some of the other Dark of the Moon characters, but he's looking a good little figure. Right, moving on, funnily enough, this is what I just mentioned. So that is a picture, obviously, of Transformers and G.I. Joe. And this is information here that is coming from, as I say, it's literally Hasbro's 2022 Investors Day. And during their second panel of entertainment, they've revealed that they're going to continue their contract with Paramount Pictures for live action entertainment, but only for Transformers and G.I. Joe properties. Other brands would fall under E1's control at the end of the current 5-year contract, and E1 is a Hasbro-owned subsidiary. We hope to hear more news. There's more news filtering out from this event all the time, but I suppose the big two, isn't it? If we're being honest, the big two are G.I. Joe and Transformers, and the good news for us is that Paramount Pictures are going to be doing live action entertainment surrounding these franchises, so that's great news for us. This is the second thing that's sort of been leaked, but it's quite funny because we actually saw a picture of this Optimus Prime here on the corner. So funnily enough, these are two games. That's the one I play all the time, Earth Wars. But this is the image which is now confirmed, shall we say, of Optimus Prime's robot form from Rise of the Beast. Now I say confirmed, but I don't know if you remember, it was a few months back now that there was pajamas and slippers and things like that had that image of Optimus Prime on, and it's quite funny because it is definitely confirmed. There is a screenshot of it with the Hasbro panel at their event, and there is again the Optimus Prime. I'm pretty sure I did a zoom in. Yeah, I've zoomed in. Again, it's not great, and I do apologize for the reflection, but that is obviously the confirmed image of what Optimus Prime is going to look like in his robot mode in the upcoming movie. And again, can't wait to see more information coming about that. The word is as well, they've been treated to a trailer, but they can't say anything on it, and no images have come from it. So hopefully I can get a little bit more between now and the next installment of this news. Right, this is MB19B. This is their colour test, which I think we've seen a few of. This is Fans Hobby's take on Double Dealer. But also, the main thing for this is they've got these, or they're teaming up with Flex system display stands, and it makes exactly what you can see. You can display this figure fantastically. Loads of dynamic poses. You can see there. I didn't know much about these, to be honest, and not just because I don't know much about third-party figures, but look how good these stands are. But if you go to the Fans Hobby Facebook page, you'll see in a second that I've just took a direct screenshot from it so we can have a read of it, and it's talking about how they're working with them, and they're making adapters which are going to come with the actual figures, so you can then purchase, I would imagine, the Flex stands. There we go. It's written at the top, so let me read it out to you. So it says, besides the jets, which you're going to see at a later time as well, MB19B sets. Photos are the 19B colour test, which I've just said. The adapters are compatible with Flex System utility display stands with ratchet joints, so you can make your own flying bird mode. Again, looks fantastic. Them stands are going to make it look even better. So I'm probably going to do a little bit more research on them myself, in all honesty. Right, final thing for this part of the news. This is a redeco of the Diaclone tactical carrier. Diaclone's new products they're just off the scale amazing. So for those of you who don't know, they've done the Diaclone reboot, and this is just a darker version. So it's a full black repaint of their tactical carrier, and this is great. I think this is retailing about $60, but look how good it is. Look how good they make it. So of course you've got the fact that the back will open up, you've got the truck there, you've got the fact that, look, you can extend it, you can move the front of the cabin to the back, you can take the trailer off. There's so many things that you can do with these. You can pull the doors out on the side. The pilots or the drivers, whatever they are, they've got magnetic feet, exactly like the original Diaclone figures had. Remember, they were all pilots, so you can even take the doors out on that side. You can then, of course, open up the trailer up, have it as a storage unit for a robot or a medical bay. Wait till you see what you can do. So you've got a full standing up medical bay, and then it folds up onto the back of the truck. Playability and the possibilities with this is crazy. You can take the cab part off, so you've got like a flying unit. You can open the back up, you can put the seats in there, sitting with it. Again, just absolutely amazing ideas and engineering into this. This is still the tactical unit, and it's again showing you all the other options and things that you can do with the rest of the Diaclone figures that are going to go with it. Looks absolutely stunning, and yeah, so tempted to get them, but no space, and I just appreciate, I suppose, the ideas behind it all. It's fantastic. Right, that's it for this part. As I say, there's going to be part 2 coming up in about 10-12 hours or so. Give more chance. I've got about 10 things already, so there might be more things. Hopefully more updates from the Hasbro investors. Maybe we can get some images from the actual Rise of the Beasts trailer. With regards to the channel, I've got the subscription service version of Shattered Glass Starscream coming up. Fingers crossed my Alpha Trion twin pack should be in the post soon, so I can do that as well. Again, just making my way through all the lists that I've got. Hopefully get some more of the Energon Igniters, because again, these are just going to be completely repackaged for Rise of the Beast. So these are figures you're going to see in Rise of the Beast packaging. So I suppose it's a bit of a sneak peek to them before they actually come out. Instagram at the moment, I'm doing my South American mini bots and other things and whatever people are asking for. But again, huge thank you to everybody for all the support on this channel. I'm going to do a live, not this weekend, next weekend, with the intention of discussing, I suppose, Legacy Evolution and whatever else people want to ask me. As I said, huge thank you to everybody, channel members, anybody who's watching, liking, sharing this right now. Thank you for the support. Take care, guys. Catch up soon. Thanks for watching. Like and comment, and don't forget to subscribe.